So if I'm choosing to edit the video on my computer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open iMovie. Now, depending on what iMovie version you have, yours might look a little different than mine. But once I open up iMovie, I need to take the video that I took on either my iPad or on the video camera. And I can do that by, if it's through a video camera, I can take the SD card out of the camera and insert it into my laptop. Most of our teacher laptops should have an SD card reader. If for some reason they do not, let me know, because I also have a couple of devices that will help do that. Usually once you insert that card and iMovie is open, a window will pop up automatically to have you select the video file that you took from the camera. If I've taken video from the iPad and I want to use that as well, I can send that over to my computer either through AirDrop, uploading it to Google Drive, and then downloading it from my computer. I may be able to plug my iPad directly into the computer and do it that way. But if I have the video sitting here on my computer now somewhere, either in the Downloads folder, Documents folder, Movies folder, wherever it might be, I'm going to go ahead and tap on Import. So in my account, I have it in the Movies folder. And it was called, I named it iPad Filming. Okay, this iPad Filming, that is the video that I want to edit. And you may have called yours something totally different. I'm just using this as an example. I'm importing the selected video. I'm going to go to File, New Movie, and then I'm going to give it a name. I'll choose No Theme and give it a name. And I double click on the movie. And I can either drag it down, or once I double click on it, sometimes I get a little plus box down here that allows me to just automatically add that to my movie editing area down here. But I'll drag this down, drop it there. Okay, so my 8.2 minute clip is now down here. And this is where I can go through and start to do some editing of it. Let's say that I have some stuff at the end where I stop talking, and I don't need this piece at the end here. I'm going to take this little dial on the right-hand side and zoom in so I can see some more detail on my clips. And I may go to the end and I'll see where those squiggly lines stop, and that's where I've stopped talking, and maybe I want to trim off the last few seconds of this video clip. So I've zoomed in a little bit. I noticed that when I'm looking at here on the video, zoom in even further for you. When you're looking at the video here, you can see there's a sample image up along the top of what should be on the screen. And if you see these little squiggly lines down here, that is the audio. So I know that at this point, I don't talk anymore because I don't see any squiggly lines there. It's all blank. So maybe I don't need that last little bit of video there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line up this white line so it's just right where I'd like to cut it. And I'm going to give it just a little bit beyond where I stop talking. And that's where I want to cut it. To cut something in iMovie, if it's this newer version of iMovie, you would hold down the Command key and press B for blade. Okay, notice now I've separated out my 8-minute video from a 3.8 second piece of video. I can now tap on that one, press delete, and that piece is gone. If there are other parts of my video that I would like to go through, maybe it was at the beginning in a part that I'm not even going to use that as part of my reflection, then I can do the same thing. I'll come through here and I will just line up this white line for wherever I would like to cut it. Hold down Command, press B for blade. Once I'm totally done editing, there are other things I can do as well. I can add titles in if I would like to. I can either add the titles in before the video, or I can add the titles and drop them on top of the video. It's up to you. That's all extra, so that is not necessarily something that needs to be done. But if I'd like to add some of those pieces, I can do any of that. Then when I'm done and I'm ready to share this, if I go up to the top right of the screen, there is the little action button, the sharing button. I'm going to tap on that. It gives me some of the same options that it gave me if I did this on my iPad. Email is really not a great idea because these files will be a little bit too big to email. If you have a YouTube channel set up, then I can help you show you how to do that if you want to share it on YouTube. If you'd like to save it as a file to your hard drive, you can save it as a file there and then upload it to Google Drive or wherever you'd like to put it. And then from that point, whichever you choose, I'm going to choose File just to show you. Then I can give it a name if I want to give it a short description. I can leave tags alone. I don't need that. Format, video, and audio. Resolution. You don't need to go very high on the resolution for this. We're not looking for the image quality of your video. This is not going on a Blu-ray. So it really doesn't matter here what you put. Any of these will be fine. If you want to choose one of the medium resolutions here, you can do that. And then quality, medium, high. But you don't necessarily have to go crazy with this because, as you might have noticed, when I change each of these, the file size over here either goes up or down. So it will tell me how long my video is. It will tell me what the file size is. I go ahead and click Next. Gives me a place to save it. And then it will take just a second to save my video.